Hello, hello, hello. I am author and entrepreneur with the cerebral palsy, vigilante Zachary Fennell. That sound right there means it is special boy time. Of course, I am talking about reviewing Speechless's latest episode, episode 17 of season 3, SP Special B-Boy T.I. Time. If you have not yet seen through this episode, be warned. Spoilers begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initially, I really enjoyed Special Boy Time, finding myself laughing out loud. It was humorous to see Maya and Ray try to call each other's bluff over the special boy time at the water park Maya promised Ray years ago. As Ray explains to his sister, he doesn't actually want to go to the water park. He is trying to make Maya feel guilty so Ray can get something else he wants. Aware of her son's manipulation tactics from over the years, Maya is growing tired of them. She decides to give Ray exactly what he missed years ago, a trip to the water park. Besides entertaining, there remains an underlining disability theme at the core of this story. Maya had promised Ray special boy time at the water park in a way to make up for how much time she spent with his brother JJ. I am glad to see such a theme covered because although only one person may have the diagnosis, a disability impacts the whole family dynamic, a fact Speechless continues to remind us. Admittedly though, as the family member with the diagnosis in my family, I could not directly relate to the lack of attention Ray received previously. However, I feel pretty confident to say most people could probably directly relate to Dylan and Jimmy's story within this episode. The story revolves around Dylan bringing home the new bad boy from school, Kai, played by guest star Noah Uria. In response, Jimmy feels the need to become intimidating, which includes lugging around his shop vac and eating a banana with a spoon. Yes, the scene is as entertaining and hilarious as it sounds. Granted, the aforementioned sounds hilarious to you. Nevertheless, one person who fails to see the humor in the situation is Dylan. She asked her dad to be more of his normal self. Once Jimmy starts to do that, Kai wants to hang out with Jimmy more than Dylan. Again, Dylan gets upset. Jimmy expresses his bewilderment over doing what Dylan asked him to do and still being accused of ruining everything. Eventually, Dylan admits to not really knowing what she wants as everything that she does want, it seems to be contradictory to each other. All she ends up doing is wanting to yell at her father about it. I am betting parents of teenagers will easily be able to relate to this. Heck, as long as you've been a teenager, I think you'll be able to relate. What teenager has not felt the exasperation Dylan is feeling over having contradictory thoughts and emotions? Whether from the teenage or parent's perspective, the Dylan and Jimmy storyline is rather universally relatable. The same cannot be said for Kenneth and JJ's story arc. You probably need a personal experience with a one-on-one aid to best appreciate the arc, which I do not have. Still, I do not always have to relate directly. I am eager to watch and pick up tidbits which will allow me to have better conversations with individuals who do have one-on-one aid. All that aside, Kenneth and JJ's story in Special Boy Time left me rather unsettled. Conflict occurs when Kenneth starts slacking on his job being the aide for JJ. For example, Kenneth turns to his phone while JJ is in the middle of an interaction with Izzy. JJ actually has to poke Kenneth with his AT claw for Kenneth to read JJ's communication board. Even then, Kenneth misreads the board, telling Izzy JJ said, "I love you," when really JJ was saying, "I loved your friend's car." While the miscommunication leads to humorous scenes, the overall resolution did not humor me. Given the issues between JJ and Kenneth, the two look to a forum for help. That being Zach Anner's reoccurring character Lee. To give JJ a break from Kenneth, Lee lets JJ have Randall for the day. Randall is Lee's aide. Lee antagonistically calls Randall Randy, even though Lee knows Randall doesn't like that. That's just one way Lee seems disrespectful to Randall. I understand that Randall worked for Lee, but common courtesy would have been for Lee to at least ask Randall first about spending the day with JJ instead of just lending him out like he's a piece of equipment. Anyways, Randall's lack of personality leaves JJ missing Kenneth, and this leads JJ returning to Kenneth by the end of the day. This is unsettling to me because Kenneth was in the wrong, not JJ. Kenneth wasn't doing his job like he should have. The resolution of the story rewards Kenneth for slacking as JJ's aide. Just because you have a fun personality doesn't mean your absent-mindedness is excusable. Between the lack of repercussions for Kenneth and Lee's antagonistic attitude towards Randall, there is no representation of what I imagine a healthy aide relationship looks like. At least the other storylines were strong. Anchored by these other storylines, I would give Speechless episode 17 of season 3, Special Boy Time, a 7 out of 10, equaling a rating of average. But maybe I am being too harsh. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. While down there, hit the thumbs up icon to show you enjoyed today's video. For more Speechless episode reviews and other cerebral palsy and disability related content videos from me, be sure you are subscribed to my channel. Hint, hitting the bell icon so that it's a ringing icon will ensure you receive email notification every time I upload and publish a new video. Until then, remember, don't blend in, blend out.